Misinformation. Welcome to your 7-day forecast with AngelicAscensions. I hope all is genuinely well with you, Geminis. Thank you for joining me today. This may be a reading that may resonate with you if you happen to have Gemini in your sun, moon, rising, Venus dominant in your natal chart, or if you happen to be cross-watching for a Gemini. Keep in the back of your mind as you listen to this reading, Gemini, that this reading is general. So this automatically means you're going to find some things in this reading that may actually be a match to your story, and then you're going to find some things that you may need to throw out. So keep that in the back of your mind. And even though you hear me calling this a 7-day forecast, it's a given that not everything happens at the same exact time for everyone. So it may be necessary to give the reading a chance to play out. Please don't make any rash decisions or jump to any type of conclusions based on what you hear from a general reading. If you would like a reading based on your own personal energy, you can of course book a reading on my website, which happens to be AngelicAscensionsTarot.com. Lastly, Gemini, we're going to go over some topics that you might feel are sensitive. Now that's really not the type of reading that you came in search of. Just go ahead and click off. Otherwise, those of you who are ready to roll with me, let's dive into these channeled messages. The name Brian or Brian McKnight. It's a Taurus. Janet, the name Genesis, the initials WD, the initial A. Mason jars. What you waiting for? Get out the car. Ambulance. Clearly the word is ambulance, but someone pronounces it ambulance. No turn on red. The names Eve, Malcolm, Jason, and Maya. Seminole County. Hamas. West Palm Beach, Charleston, North Carolina. They want to feel on your booty. Advanced Auto Parts, the name's Heather and Justin. They walked away with a rifle. Leon County, it's in the forest. Psychoactives, the name George. Two-way mirror, dilated pupils. Switzerland, distorted perception. Take meticulous notes. Toy soldiers. Gemini Nation, let's dive right into this reading. Gemini, let's see what might be going on over the next 7 days. Didn't I say Eve? Isn't that crazy? The name Eva might hold some type of relevance to your situation. Gemini, you've been going through it. It feels like this has been a very difficult time period for you. Gemini, I kind of feel like some of you could be under a microscope, or literally there might be someone kind of watching your movements. You could be posting a lot of pictures maybe online. I feel like there might be some increased interest on you. I even think that there could be some weirdos Gemini in your situation. It looks like you're determined to pull through in spite of maybe some things that you're going through, because it does feel like maybe you're going through a depression, Gemini, or you feel like you're all alone. And maybe you feel like people are judging you or kicking you while you're down, Gemini. I feel that maybe you feel like spirit guides have these, like they're trying to give you messages, but they're coming across as mysterious and cryptic, and you might feel like you're having to decode these messages from your guides to maybe figure out what's next for you. It looks like you're looking for stability, but what might be getting in the way is competition. It feels like either you feel competitive toward a Sagittarius, but what I really want to say is a Capricorn. Unless you're dealing possibly with like a Sag Capricorn, somebody with Sag or Capricorn placements. It feels like there could be something going on with your vision. Maybe you might be getting your vision checked. Yeah, are you under investigation? The Observer investigation. Somebody's trying to find out the truth about you, Gemini. Somebody might feel like you're trying to cover something up. Kicking you while you're down. Did you get into it with somebody? I'm trying to see what this is about. What is going on, Gemini? Someone is under investigation. It feels like, oh, okay. I think I see it. Justice was a card that fell out for you prior to me starting the shuffle when I started the camera. So it does. It feels like you might be under some type of legal investigation, or someone that you're dealing with is. Somebody's playing hardball. They're making things very difficult for you. I think you are seeking justice in a particular situation where you might feel wrongfully accused of something, especially if this has something to do with money. Bear with me, Gemini. Instinct. Use your instinct when you're out in public. Now, this is not to say be paranoid, but it is saying be aware of who's in your surroundings, because it is seeming as if your guides are saying, look into something a little bit more, Gemini. If something feels off, that was one of the channeled messages. This is bizarre was the channeled message that I'm speaking of. So something this week might stand out as particularly bizarre, or there has been a bizarre circumstance in the past. Either way, somebody is looking for clarity about a situation. Somebody is like maybe trying to collect evidence on you, Gemini, or you're doing this to someone. What's this about? Especially online. Somebody this week is challenging you or possibly giving you pushback, Gemini. Like somebody is doubling down on this, trying to be maybe combative, confront you about something, because it looks like someone is trying to get to the truth, maybe having to do with a Leo, or so a Leo could be involved, or maybe this has something to do with a child. Are you under some type of child investigation, or this is your guide saying, look into maybe who you have your child around? 3 of Swords. Yeah. Look into maybe who is around you or around the people that you care about, okay? Because it feels like this week your instincts are up. Like I said, either you're investigating something and this is what your guides are saying. Maybe you don't see something clearly, Gemini. Maybe you should look into it first. Okay, your instinct. It feels like you are struggling through something. You're going through something, and somebody might be offering you money or some type of financial incentive. Bear with me, Gemini. I'm trying to figure out what this is. Oh, we got the flower petals. Someone with the name, with a flower petal name could be significant to you. Jasmine, rosemary, rose, lily, violet, Chrissy, like chrysanthemum, daffodil, orchid. I don't know. Somebody might have a flower name like a bird. You have a suspicion about a friend? What are you suspicious of, Gemini? Okay, some people are suspicious about your gifts. They're just kind of curious about you. They want to know maybe how you do what you do, Gemini. Because it feels like, again, I'm trying to see why. Why is somebody curious about your gifts? I think I see what this is. The name Laura Lee could hold some type of relevance. Kindness, believe, okay. Use your instinct. Someone might come toward you with the intention of showing you a lot of kindness, Gemini, but it feels as though someone is tangling a web of lies here. Something might be going on publicly. Something could be going down online. Oh, okay. I think I see what's going on. You have so many different things going on in your reading. Gemini, there's somebody that might be coming back into your situation. Or Gemini, this could be you maybe wanting to return to someone. Someone may feel as though someone has made their life very difficult, and someone feels like maybe some predicament that they're in, that somebody else is responsible for it. This is definitely the case spiritually, which we're going to get to. But it feels like some of you Geminis could be involved in a DV situation. Like I said, there's something about an abusive situation that you might be observing or that you could have been a part of. Something could have possibly taken place on camera, in public, online. Someone is judging someone, possibly judging someone for their past or some type of past mistakes. Either way, it feels like some of you are possibly getting into it with someone, or this is the type of person that's returning to the situation. Somebody that's acting real weird this week. Gemini, I'm struggling not to say Capricorn. Somebody has an issue of being very drunk, heavily under the influence. And if someone has ghosted you in the past, or you are deliberately ignoring someone, Gemini, trust and believe, this person is still viewing you from the sidelines. This might be someone that you deliberately do not talk to, and possibly somebody that you don't really want any type of interaction with. Because truth be told, it looks like at this juncture in your life, you're looking for a fresh start. Some of you Geminis might be thinking about getting a new place. I promise you, someone comes across as very abusive. Verbally abusive. There's some type of put down in this situation. Gemini, somebody is insulting you, Gemini. That's odd. I wouldn't think that would be going on with Gemini. This could be a Taurus. There could be a Taurus involved. There could be a Gemini. There's a Taurus. Gemini that could be involved in this situation. Is this your boss? Yeah, this looks like you're trying to start a new life, possibly after a divorce. Some of you Geminis, that's the situation. You're going through a divorce right now because you're realizing that this is not a relationship that's going to work long term. Others of you, this situation has something to do with something that's going on online. Okay, if you are not under some type of legal investigation, it feels like there's a weirdo that has taken it upon themselves to maybe go find out information about you, or you're doing this to somebody's trying to get to the bottom of something. It's like they want to know the truth, especially if this is like a romantic relationship and someone wants to know if somebody is really genuinely a part of a third party, or if they're fooling around with somebody else. This is why someone is going out of their way. Not a weirdo in this situation, but it feels like somebody feels like maybe you're not being forthright about the truth, so they're going to go investigate the truth for themselves. Or for some of you, if this is you singles, or those of you who are getting to know someone, be careful not to rush into bed with someone too quickly, Gemini, because there might be some things that you don't really see about this situation. You may not know about someone in the beginning that they could be very abusive, very short-tempered, and may have a drinking issue. Something may not be what it appears to be on the surface, Gemini, as you're getting to know someone. Something about someone could be hidden. And this is your guy saying, yes, if that's the case, go look for the truth. Look into this. Take the time that you need to figure things out, and don't be so quick to believe what someone is telling you. Believe what your instinct is telling you. This would be the case in spite of a potentially romantic situation. This feels like this is the case in general. But there's definitely someone that's maybe checking things out online with you. If this is you online, and let's say that you do have like an online business, I feel that there may be people that are that show more interest, tune in to see what you're talking about, what you know, you're drawing in an audience. It feels like you have the ability to drum up some business. This feels like you're going through it with someone. You're arguing with someone over money. Or this is somebody, I got that for Capricorn. And you have Justice, and Capricorn feels like it's like taking over your reading basically. Somebody could be looking into your financial situation. It seems like somebody really wants to know what your money is being spent on, Gemini. Unless this is you, you're looking into your spending habits. Bear with me, Gemini. I'm trying to see what's going on. Why is somebody... Are you lighting candles, Gemini? I said we were going to get to that in a minute. But I think I see the connection. Some of you Geminis, there's like a bitter ex. Somebody doesn't want to see somebody move on. And it feels like there could be somebody doing some type of hex for some of you on your relationship. This might be the person that's looking way too close in your situation. It feels like that could be, like I said, somebody's looking online, investigating, looking into a situation in some instances. And again, this isn't to cause paranoia, but it's meant to cause awareness. If it's your story, take it in. If it's not, let it go. But it definitely feels like someone is trying to put make things more difficult for you with your relationship. But it feels like at the same time, the person that you're dealing with kind of falls into that trap. Like someone's lighting candles on you, basically. Like someone is trying to cause problems for you in your relationship to get you and your partner to go your separate ways. Someone could be trying to attack your finances, okay? But let me make it clear that you have some negative energy that's being sent to your household or your living situation. It feels like that's what someone is trying to target. Like they're trying to make things way more difficult for you. But the Tower, like someone is trying to sabotage all the efforts that you've made to build something up. Or for some of you, the situation is that by following your instincts, it leads you to the truth. The Moon and the Tower, you're able to see the truth about someone. You're able to see someone's true colors in a situation. And it feels like if there's something that is going on, some type of falsehood, fakery that's going on behind closed doors, what's done in the dark comes to the light is basically what I'm trying to say. I see somebody might be worried about jail time in a particular instance, because it seems like there's an issue with someone that you're dealing with, someone that is close to you, and you feel like it's difficult for you guys to find common respect or find a common ground, kind of giving me the vibe that this is your BF. It could be your best friend I'm talking about, but I feel like this is your baby's father. This might be someone that you might be having arguments and tension with, or an ex-partner, and you're trying to move on and start fresh, and it feels as though someone comes back. But I think that that's what your guys are trying to say. Someone's instinct is going to tell them that someone is not coming back for longevity. Someone is coming back because of a lust issue. Somebody wants access to you, Gemini. Or this is somebody that kind of wants to hide away for a moment because maybe they are personally going through something and they see you as a way to kind of lay their head low until they kind of figure out their life, Gemini. Like somebody's coming to you on some type of lustful energy, but they're not coming to you out of longevity. It feels like somebody is coming to you out of habit. Speaking of habit, I feel like this is, like I said before, someone with a drinking problem. Someone who could be very loud, someone who could have a rage issue, and someone who is very inconsistent. I think this is the issue that you're having with someone. It feels like this has something to do with someone that you might feel could be the life of the party, but someone that doesn't respect your boundaries. Someone that maybe at some point brought you a lot of joy, but as time went on, you feel like maybe you don't want to be around this person and that you're intentionally keeping your distance from them. Something about this situation brings you guys, you and someone in particular, together. This could be some type of simple gathering, informal gathering that might bring you and someone together. It could be during the holidays. Maybe this is what's going on in your mind. Like you're kind of like dreading being around this person. A Libra in particular. Yep. Someone could have Irish descent, but I definitely see that maybe somebody might be drinking a lot during the holidays. This could be someone getting in touch with you because they're drunk. This could be some type of drunk dialing situation. Yep, somebody got some tricks up their hat. That saying go, how does that saying go? Pulling a rabbit out of a hat? Something of this sort. What is being investigated? A Leo is under investigation. A Cancer is being investigated. This feels like somebody might be investigated because of children. This is definitely giving me CPS vibes, Child Protective Services. Do you have 3 kids with someone? 3 grandkids? It just feels like somebody's trying to sabotage your home, your living situation, or your relationship with your kids. This feels like law enforcement might be involved in your situation, Gemini. This might be something that's trying to come back, like you're trying to beat some type of case, Gemini. And somebody's still trying to look into you, look into that situation, still holding on to something. You got your spirit guides that come out. Yeah, you're definitely dealing with a Capricorn, or you have Capricorn placements. So there's something you're going through. And it feels like whatever you're going through is creating a lot of stress for you, a lot of discouragement. You're under a lot of pressure. And it looks like you're looking for answers in your situation, especially when it comes to work. Because it feels like you're looking for some type of stability or some type of job security, or whatever you feel like you're in search of as far as answers are concerned. You may feel like you don't know the answer, or you're not feeling like at all that maybe things are going to work out for you. It feels like maybe lately your desire for things have been tapering off, or this is you know, maybe you're not like enthusiastic about the things that maybe you were once enthusiastic about, and it feels like you're having to wait for something, and the waiting and not knowing about something is what's creating this frustration for you. Maybe you're waiting for the outcome of some type of investigation to kind of see where things are going. Yes, thank you. You're waiting. It's the not knowing of something that's discouraging you. Not knowing how something is going to pan out, especially a legal situation. Yes, Gemini. It has something to do with someone who's around you. I'm trying to tell you, use your instinct about who is around you and what their intentions are. Because like I said, someone can come across as very kind, very sweet, having maybe seeming like they have a good intention, but your instinct may tell you something else. Believe it the first time, Gemini. Because it feels like somebody might be trying to gyp you, get something from you. Some of you Geminis, it feels like you're concerned about where you live, your living situation. Like I said, it it feels like someone on the outside of your situation has been trying to make things particularly difficult for you, you might feel. And it feels like you're just kind of like pushing upward. You're trying to push through some type of adversity that you're dealing with. But like I said, it feels like this is going on spiritually. Okay, where someone is maybe lighting candles on you, giving you pushback, okay? Maybe threatening you physically. There could be threat of physical violence. Maybe there's someplace else that you want to go. Maybe you're wanting to have the freedom to travel, Gemini, and maybe you feel like something about your ability to travel is hindered right now. For some of you Geminis, maybe it has something to do with your car. And maybe you may need to either invest in getting a car, or it's that your car may need to be serviced. You might really need to look into getting your car fixed. Two of Cups. Let's see what this Two of Cups is about. The Lovers. Yeah, this definitely has something to do with a love relationship, or maybe somebody has somebody on the side and that's what you're getting ready to see. For others of you, Gemini, random. You're having osteoporosis. You need an x-ray. Do you have like a broken finger or whatever? I think this is you. For some of you, creatively or professionally, there may be an idea that you want to put out into the world, but it's the not knowing of whether or not something is going to pan out and be a success for you. But it feels like, to be honest, if this is not an outside person, this is you. Self-hatred, the oppressor. Be mindful of your mindset this week. It feels like, Gemini, you might feel like you could be your own worst enemy at times. Wow, no. I see it. You are posting things online. This is definitely somebody watching you. Gemini, it seems like somebody, I mentioned to you before about a gift. It seems like somebody is jealous of your gift, or you, Gemini, especially if it's a Gemini Cancer cusp, somebody is jealous of maybe your gift. If somebody feels threatened by you, Gemini or cross-watcher, and it just feels like this is someone that is trying to backstab or sabotage you. For some of you, that's where it's going on. It's going on at work, or this is going on with complete strangers that might kind of like view your profile and might be trying to figure you out, like I said before. Did you just move into a neighborhood and your neighbors are nosy? Because that's what this feels like could be going on. I think Gemini, especially if you do have an online presence, or some people that just love watching you, that are into your content, there's some people that just really don't wish you well, or they feel like something about you is not genuine. And as I said that, a coin fell on the floor. Does this have something to do with coins, money, the way that you make your living? Somebody is very curious about your money, your financial situation, Gemini. About how you receive your coins. This bug is to make my fortune. He continued with a triumphant smile to reinstate me in my family possessions. It is my wonder then that I prize it. This bug is to make my fortune. Random. You might be noticing bugs. More bugs than usual. You might have a bug infestation. But the interesting thing that came to mind, especially with this card that says investigation, and the first words talking about this bug, there's some type of listening device to reinstate me in my family possessions. This is what I mean. I see some type of CPS involvement. Maybe you're looking for you and your family to be reinstated, but when I hear reinstate, it also makes me think of car insurance. I know that sounds random. Do you need to renew your car insurance or get that reinstated. To reinstate me in my family possessions. Is it wonder then that I prize it? Is it any wonder then that I prize it? Is this bug is to make my fortune. To reinstate me in my family possessions. Yeah, I think that for some of you, this is how you make your fortune. Online or in the limelight. This is how you make your coin, like I mentioned. And you're trying to get something reinstated, and it feels as though someone is trying to stop you. Or you've hit some type of an obstacle, and like I said, you're having to wait through something, and it's the not knowing of something that is just really confusing. Believe nothing you hear and only half of what you see. So if this is you observing something online, not everything that someone is trying to convince you of is real or is genuine. Believe nothing you hear and only half of what you see. This could have something to do with rumors that are being spread, or this is just simply you're really maybe trying to figure out someone's life or their lifestyle, and somebody might be having something look picture perfect or whatever, but really be miserable in their situation. Especially, like I said, this is like an online couple, a vlogger, or whatever. But for others of you, there's something that you're seeing, and not all of it is real. Unless, like I said, this is a perception, like someone is assuming something about you or your situation and it's not true. Gemini, what is going on with this investigation? That's what I'm trying to figure out, because it seems like something is lingering, it's pending, you're getting no type of answer. Is somebody a martial artist? And I'm gonna say something that sounds so random. Somebody could be concerned or curious about someone's sexuality. Okay, or curious about whether or not someone is a same-sex couple or whatever. Curious about maybe whether or not somebody is down. What's going on with Gemini? Revelation. I mean, do you have some type of an injury, Gemini? Gives you like fall and injure yourself, stub your toe, break your finger, you or someone around you. What's going on with Gemini? You're under investigation. Either you're literally under some type of police investigation, and you may need to talk to a lawyer, get a lawyer's advice about something. That's what I mean, some type of injury. Does somebody have sustain some type of life-changing injury? And now someone might be handicapped or in a wheelchair. Definitely something has something to do with money. Somebody's either curious about how you make your money, somebody's investigating you. Is somebody being paid to like watch you? Conflict. You're fighting with somebody over money or over possessions. Yeah, you're you gotta have Aquarius in your chart. Like somebody is like persistently, constantly watching you. Show me more about this investigation, Spirit guides. Yes. But doing so with bad intentions. Or Gemini, someone may feel that you are the snake or that you have bad intentions. I'm telling you, somebody's trying to get somebody caught up in some type of mess. Or some type of jail time. Somebody's worried about jail. Or being found out about something. Okay. Someone by the name of Belle. Someone could either be a Southern Belle, and yes, I know the spelling is different, but this is what comes to me. You might get some type of communication. Didn't I say somebody has a flower name? Lavender. Somebody's name could be Lavender. I've actually knew of someone named Lavender. Either way, with all those small details aside, someone is trying to get in communication with you, Gemini. It could be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. That could be the person that might feel threatened about you online. Someone is threatened about your knowledge. They feel like maybe you stand out, you shine in some type of way, Gemini. And somebody might be kind of nervous that your purpose is unfolding. If this is you, Gemini, yeah, somebody feels threatened by that. Threatened that maybe you're confident or that you're kind of figuring things out. I'm still trying to figure out what you're under investigation about, but I know it's going to take a minute because you got the rats that somebody's trying to rat you out and they're persistent. I want to know why. Somebody's trying to catch you in something. Inspector, investigate. I'm trying to tell you, somebody is incredibly nosy. Oh, are you looking into the details about how someone died? Forgive me, Gemini. This reading is going in so many directions, and I told you from the beginning that I just see way too many things in this reading, so I'm trying to figure out what it is that I'm seeing. Somebody passed, Gemini? Is somebody investigating someone because of someone? Did I heard the word homicide? Somebody might be looking into someone's passing, how someone passed. Because someone might feel as though someone has knowledge or may have witnessed, yes, the way someone may have passed away. Because it definitely feels as though, yeah, maybe someone did pass. And right behind that, the courts of justice. Something is going to court, Gemini. Or you're under investigation. Somebody coming to your door. Paperwork. Random. If you have paperwork, you might want to shred your papers. It looks like maybe somebody is looking through your papers, Gemini. Or trying to gather a paper trail on you. Yeah, someone might be in search of a particular document. Somebody have a will? Somebody's name, will? All right, I don't know what I'm seeing here, Gemini, but I definitely see that something is going on. I don't know. There could be a doctor that's under investigation. Or maybe this is your spirit guide saying, you know what, Gemini, maybe it's time that you see the doctor about something. Maybe you've been holding off. And maybe it's time to go, maybe investigate what might be going on in your body as far as pain is concerned. What's going on with these rats persisting? I can't seem to get off of this. What does somebody want? They're trying to gain knowledge on you. Somebody wants information about you. For their own personal gain. Gemini, you might be reaching for a lot of junk food. Like I said, maybe a lack of fiber. Maybe this week you might find that you're irregular. Random side note, but maybe that's why you might be seeing the GI doctor. What is going on with Gemini? You have a lot of dreams that you're dreaming about someone. Is this what's coming on? I did say your BF, your baby's father, or your own father. That might be the small gathering, the informal gathering that I was talking about. But I promise you, there's someone in your energy. If this is, let's say that you do own your own business or whatever. Somebody this week, trust your instincts. Someone this week is fake. They're phony. Someone is wearing a false mask. Or this is just simply something that you are feeling about something that you're observing. You're feeling like there's something more going on with a particular situation, or someone who is around your children and you're not sure if you could really genuinely trust maybe the company that your child is keeping. Justice. Maybe this is justice for you. Gemini, you want to see somebody behind bars for something that they've done, for some type of fakery or falseness that they bring to the table. You're detecting it, Gemini. Or someone is detecting this about you. Like I said, either it's facts and somebody is right, or this is just, it's not. And somebody might be speaking freely about your situation, airing out your dirty laundry, and it might not even be true. This might have something to do with an athlete, possibly. This feels like, yes, somebody's name is constantly in your mouth, or your name is constantly in somebody else's. You might feel somebody can't stop talking about you, but this would be in a negative way, in a negative light. Okay, but this is definitely some type of gossip. So I don't know if maybe this is you, Gemini. You know someone like a book. You know someone like the back of your hand. You recognize that someone is a snake or that they have bad intentions. But yeah, I don't know. This definitely is giving me gossip vibes, or someone that's constantly looking through your situation. Like somebody doesn't know when to stop, Gemini. I don't know. But this definitely is the case if there's been some type of online situations. You might have a paper this week, Gemini. There might be a test that you might have this week, Gemini. I mentioned before in Capricorn that this could be a spiritual test. Oh, maybe you have some copycats, Gemini. Somebody is copycatting in Aquarius. It's like if an Aquarius says something in particular, the Gemini is repeating what this Aquarius is saying verbatim. What I mean, like if somebody's saying something and somebody's writing, oh, yeah. It feels like this could be the tarot community. It's like someone is saying something and then other people are writing it down on index cards. This sort of thing, okay? Charlatan behavior, fakery in the tarot community. People are inauthentic. Yes, but this has something to do with, just like I said, gossip. Gemini. Somebody thinks they have the 411 on you. They think they got you. And they're going to run their mouth. Somebody can't wait to find out the truth about you so they can go run their mouth to other people. This may have been something that, because it feels like if you are online especially, someone is constantly consuming, all right? Consuming your time and energy. This would be the case, I feel like, in a dating situation, okay? Be careful that someone's not kind of just eating up your time, Gemini, but I also feel that this is the case with something in your life. Somebody has bad intentions. They only want to find out your information so they can run back and tell the next person. So I definitely feel like you have a fake person around you, Gemini. Somebody might, that's say your baby's father. That might be the one that's constantly running their mouth about you. Okay? So be careful this week. Use your instinct about who you decide to share certain knowledge, certain information with, Gemini. Yeah. All that aside, it feels like maybe is there a book that maybe your teacher is assigning to you about something, and maybe you're having to write a paper about it. It feels like you could be doing some type of research. Or maybe for some of you, this is something that you genuinely are looking to do professionally. You're wanting to do something for profit. Like I did say earlier in the reading, maybe there is an idea that you're wanting to put out into this world. That could be something that you're investigating. Maybe you're doing some research about that. Maybe you are Gemini, and maybe you're looking for some insight or just some direction about something. Okay, it feels like you might feel the need to hurry something along, Gemini, but it feels like something goes at its own pace. This is also including someone coming back into your energy. It feels like someone may be coming back at their own pace, Gemini. You gotta be on camera, Gemini. I mentioned in Capricorn that there could be some type of hidden cameras. I mentioned a bug. Certain things in this reading I don't want to say. I don't really want to go there. I don't really want to talk about it. But somebody might need to hear this, okay? Especially if you're meeting up with somebody you don't know, Gemini. Be careful, something can go left. It doesn't really have to be that serious where it ends up in DV. For some of you, that's confirmation. Somebody's inviting you somewhere, you might want to think twice about it. For some of you, somebody has bad intentions for you physically. And it might be a bad idea to really maybe either take someone back or meet up with somebody. Because I promise you, Gemini, follow your instinct about whoever this is. Somebody is fake. They're fraudulent, a phony, a copycat. Because I'm hearing, will the real Slim Shady please stand up? I think you're going to see someone's true colors. I think that there may be a friend that may come in this week to help you with something. Possibly someone that you trust. They might be giving you some type of help. This help could be showing up in the form of knowledge, advice. It feels like there could be an elder or someone that has some type of knowledge that could be maybe helping you with something, pointing you in the right direction to maybe figure something out. Something, because it looks like I said, you're looking for the answers to something, and it feels like these answers, it's like your guys are saying, be open-minded about how these answers show up to you, Gemini. They may not show up to you in the form or the fashion that you have kind of like framed in your head. Something could be showing up in a different way. So be open to that. Goodness, please take care of this car. Make sure you're not stranded somewhere. Gemini, that feels like that will only add to your stress and your frustration. If this has something to do with a living situation, you're going through it with your landlord, Gemini, and maybe that's the legal situation that you're facing. Hold on, Gemini. It feels like there is victory ahead of you. But it also feels as though there's some type of cycle that you may need to break out of in order to have a success. There's some type of, it feels like things play out in your favor, Gemini. But it feels like somebody is calculating your every move or calculating how you make money. Okay, let me make it clear. If I didn't make it clear at all, somebody, Gemini, is very concerned about how you get your money. Or they're just extremely concerned about your psychic abilities. Or this is you. Maybe you're very thirsty about this knowledge, okay? You're trying to maybe dive in and get more information about maybe how to sharpen a gift that you have. Others of you, I think that you might have a psychic gift, if I didn't make that clear. Something in your situation, in your life, Gemini, is going to cause you to go forward in spite of some type of obscurity that's in front of you, some type of obstacle. You feel like you can't completely see how something is going to turn around or how something is going to turn out. You guys are saying go forward in spite of this. Go forward. This includes in spite of what other people have to say about you, other people's judgments of you, other people's opinions. People have a mouth. They're going to continue, Gemini, to run their mouth. That doesn't mean that this has to stop a particular path that you feel called to. Because it really, Gemini, it genuinely feels like you're meant to be a boss. It feels like you have the ability to get yourself together. In spite of maybe there being some obstacles when it comes to a job search. Maybe you feel, Gemini, that you've been job searching and you feel like you've been coming up empty. You're starting to lose hope in your situation, and maybe you've been as resilient as you feel like you could possibly be. And now you're kind of feeling like you're detached. You're kind of just wanting to pull away from people because you're just doubting that things are going to work out for you. You're doubting that maybe you're going to find the right person or be in the right relationship. Because maybe you feel like you've been stabbed in the back before. It just seems like there's a lot of ups and downs that you've been going through, and a lot of what if scenarios that are kind of circulating in your head. And you guys are saying you really have the ability to kind of sense people. So why not trust that ability the first time, Gemini? I think you're definitely someone who is able to see beyond the physical realm. And I mentioned that to you, so maybe you're able to see spirit, so you're able to hear into the spirit world. And maybe, like I said, this is something that makes you feel particularly alone, or this is you isolating yourself, like I said, because maybe you're having trust issues at this moment. I don't know, the name Renee could be significant to some of you, Gemini. But all of that aside, the devil, yeah, Capricorn. Some of you might be experiencing racism, or there's just something that you want, Gemini, and you're in a very negative state of mind. And the way that you think this week, Gemini, is going to set the tone for everything. If you feel like you failed, there could be somebody that may feel like they failed at a love relationship with you, or that this is your discouragement, that you just do not do well at love relationships. Somebody uses hardcore drugs, Gemini. Or maybe this is somebody's coping mechanism. Did I say that you have a gift? Did I say something about the tarot community? And somebody watching you online, Gemini, or cross-watcher. Somebody is watching just to copy, to replicate, but they're not genuine. And someone could come across very convincing, Gemini, but they're a copycat. They write down whatever another reader is saying so that they can seem like they're skilled, that they're knowledgeable, but they're phony, they're a fraud. There's a Leo, definitely a Leo that pops up heavily in your energy. Some of you, maybe your mother is a Leo, or your mother may have significant Leo placements, or you are the mother in the situation. I did say your BD, you might get some type of call from them. Your financial situation, definitely a Leo. Who is this Leo? Maybe it's you. Your financial situation, Gemini, has been down for some of you. Or you do have a business and maybe things are kind of at a low for you lately. You haven't had business coming in, or your way of making money has been thrown off. I'm trying to tell you, you got somebody doing, not all of you, but some of you, somebody has their eye on your money, and it's to sabotage your money. Somebody might feel like you make way more than you're disclosing. This kind of gives me the feds. and somebody is trying to take something from you. What is this? This isn't supposed to be this long, Gemini, but this is for somebody. Okay, there's a Cancer and a Capricorn in your energy this week. You're getting a lot more attention. If I didn't say that, there are more people that are curious about you, but not all of these people that are curious about you are curious about you for good reasons. Keep your financial information to yourself, Gemini. You might have some issues with a coworker this week. You might be having some nightmares as well. Somebody's trying to keep you from getting something that you need for your everyday life or for your family. There's definitely an ex coming back in your situation, Gemini. You could be going to a tarot reader, or you're discovering a gift about you. If you're concerned about homelessness, Gemini, it feels like there's a way to turn this around. Some money may come in that helps you sustain your household or your lifestyle, your living situation. Be careful of people that come in, okay? Make sure that someone's not coming in for the wrong reasons, Gemini Nation. Use your instinct. Use your discernment when it comes to this situation, okay? This is if someone is coming back or someone is coming into your energy. Use your instinct, because if not, you could be in a situation where you could possibly feel like you're back at square one. If you're, like I said, if this has something to do with a financial situation, it feels like you might find a way to be able to get through these next 7 days. But there is some money, 9 of Cups, some money that maybe you've been waiting for, some money that you've been hoping to hear about. You get that message. It comes through for you this week. And you're able to get through some type of financial hurdle that you've been dealing with, or something puts you in a position to be able to move and to relocate to some place that maybe you may feel is home. And home for you might be some place that's near the water. Someone, if you've been trying to get in touch with someone, Gemini, it feels like someone could be making it incredibly difficult for you to get in touch with them. Or you're playing phone tag with someone this week. You might want to try again at another time, or someone that has tried to get in contact with you before might be trying to get in contact with you again. Some of you, it feels like maybe you are wanting to move, or you are wanting to resign and do something, but it feels like something is holding you back. We mentioned paperwork, and this might have something to do with debt. Maybe some of you Geminis are trying to repair your credit, to put yourself on solid ground. It definitely feels like this week there's a lot of pressure that's on you, a lot of deadlines, and these deadlines and this pressure could be coming from outside sources, other people. Other people could be putting pressures on you this week, Gemini. Like I did say, you're under a lot of stress. There's a lot of growth that is in store for you as far as money and business, but this is also spiritually, okay? And this is something that your guides are trying to get you to see. Someone in your situation is regretful. They're repentant towards something, or you're feeling this way towards some, especially this is like a past romantic relationship. There is someone that's wanting to come back and patch something up with you, Gemini. It's just that maybe you don't trust this person's intentions at all. Your financial situation will work out sooner than you had expected. It feels like maybe this is what you're discouraged about. Like I said, you're in some type of financial cycle again and again, and you feel like you haven't found a way to break through. And it seems like you get some type of answer or some type of communication comes in this week, if not the next 7 days and over the next couple of weeks. The second week. This feels like this is the second week of December, or for some of you, the third week. Maybe perhaps during Mercury retrograde, this information comes in, and this communication or the form of information that comes in could be an apology. Just make sure that this is a genuine apology, Gemini. Somebody could be sending you this apology, or this information could be written. Somebody could be sending you a text message or whatever. Could be somebody could be writing you a letter, or there's some type of letter, particular correspondence that comes through this week, Gemini. And it might Because it's very clear that there's some type of communication that's coming through that's going to help you with something. But there's definitely, without a doubt, someone that's in your energy that is not trustworthy this week, Gemini, or someone feels this way towards you. Now, I say something about bugs, even though a spider is technically not a bug, but you might be noticing a lot of bug activity, okay? Or this is, like I said, oh, what a tangled web we weave when we first practice to deceive. Somebody is exposed. They're outed for something this week. And somebody is trying to see to it that they find out the truth to expose someone. And if this is you, you are waiting for a decision on something. That might be the information or the communication that you're waiting for. It may have something to do with a decision. And that comes through for you, for some of you, over the next 7 days. Holy Spirit, what is the advice for the Gemini nation for the next 7 days? Gemini. This week, Gemini, your guides call on you once again to listen to your intuition, to trust yourself to see the truth about something or someone. Or if this is you deceiving someone, Gemini, you having bad intentions, someone is going to see the truth about something. Trust yourself. The first time, Gemini. This week, your spirit guides invite you to really see your place in this world. It feels like maybe for a while you felt lost, you felt discouraged. Maybe you don't know what the right path is for you, Gemini. Your guides are helping you to figure something out or to help you navigate through something. But once your guides show you clarity, Gemini, the advice is to be up to you to make that decision about what you might feel is right for you. And to make an empowered choice, not a choice out of fear. And this week, your guides are saying that you are your own anchor. You don't need anyone else to give you that. And the answers that you're looking for, it feels like the answers are on your own plate. Gemini. Like I did say, you might be eating a lot of junk food, comfort food, or you might feel gravitated to eat a lot of sugar. But maybe it's time to go to the dentist. It seems like some cavities could be growing, Gemini. There's a child this week, Gemini, that might be really in need of your attention. Maybe you work with children, you have stepkids or younger siblings or grandkids. It seems like there's a child that's really going out of their way to get your control. They could be acting out. It feels like they are in need of attention. You guys are saying there's certain things that you're going to have to surrender in order to move forward with and to get to that pinnacle of success that you're looking for. When it comes to relationships, you guys are saying don't compromise, Gemini, for something that is less than you deserve, whether or not this is relationships, romantic ones or platonic ones. Make sure that you're getting what you genuinely deserve out of a relationship in your life, and that it's reciprocal. Lastly, the advice is to realize that you have everything that you need to prosper. It feels as though you're going into your situations and the things that you're saying to yourself are coming from a place of lack. Your communication with self, you may realize that maybe there's something about that you could really change. And as a result of changing that inner talk, you might be able to see your own life change. With that, Gemini, this concludes your 7-day forecast with Angelic Ascensions. This reading was helpful to you, Gemini. Give this reading a thumbs up. Consider subbing to my channel if you're not already a subscriber. Make sure that you hit that post notification bell so that you don't miss an upload whenever I upload a video for a sign cross-watching for, or whenever I go live. Thank you, Gemini Nation, for deciding to spend this time with me. Have a blessed, beautiful, and productive week, Gemini Nation. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out, Gemini.